Golden State Media Concepts presents the GSMC Classics series, with episodes of some of your favorites from a day gone by, a time gone by. Join us as we time travel to some of your classic favorites from yesteryear. The GSMC Podcast Network invites you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the GSMC Classics series on the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network.
Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, as requested by you, the fighting men of the United States Armed Forces throughout the world. Command Performance, presented this week and every week till it's over there. Okay there, fella. Get those lunch grapplers on that radio dial and sweater out, for here comes that 4-0 show for you guys in the 4 branches of Uncle Sam's fighting machine. And you Army and Navy nurses get on the beam, for Command Performance, presented by the Special Service Division of the War Department, is your show, too. And come in, all you civilian workers, and you men of the Merchant Marine, and you British and Chinese and Russians and Aussies, and our friends in all the United Nations. Another avalanche of your swell letters has hit Command Performance men, so we're digging out and coming up with the answers to some of those requests. And right now, by command of Johnny Doughboy, king of Command Performance, here's the lovely queen of your big show tonight, your mistress of ceremonies, Linda Darnell.
Thank you, Ken Carpenter. And hi, fellas. And thanks for asking me out tonight. You know, when a gal steps out on Command Performance, she's stepping out with the whole Army, Navy, Marine Corps, and Coast Guard. So I guess I'm like that gob who has a girl in every port. Only tonight, I've got a sailor in every port. And a soldier, too. And a Marine. And is that bad? But no kidding, fellas. All of us girls here in Hollywood are mighty happy when you ask us for a date on Command Performance. And the way we feel, it's a standing date with you guys who are standing up to the Axis. But let's get down to business. And really big business tonight, too. First, for a fellow named Johnny on Guadalcanal, with a load of love from Doris in Elwell, Michigan, for a South Pacific gun crew known as Tojo's Terror, yes, Claude and Ray and T. Grover, that's you, and for the North Carolina Navigators in Australia, here's a little nifty called Java Jive, and those 4 and only ink spots.
I love tea. I love the jabber and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber and me. A gubba, 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 boy. I love jabber, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A gubba, 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 gubba. Oh, slip me a slug from the wonderful mug. Now I'll cut the rug, don't snug in the jug. Slice your onion in a raw one. Raw one. Wait a percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber and me. A gubba, 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 gubba. Ooh, Boston beans, soybeans, green beans, cabbage and greens. I'm not keen up on a bean unless it is a sheer soybean. Boy, I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber and it loves me. The coffee and the tea and the jabber and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy, I love jabber, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup. Oh, slip me a slug from any old mug. I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in the jug. Shoot the butter to me, Bessie. Don't get messy. Waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the jabber with me. A guff. Skitty the birthday, the baba do the ding. Shoot the juice to me loose. Cook my goose. Waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the jabber and it loves me. A coffee and tea and the jabber and me. Yeah, a cup. Oh, jabber, yeah.
Cut an onion and a raw one. Oh, gee. Thanks a lot, Ink Spots. And now for words with a couple of spark-crazy wireless operators somewhere in the North Atlantic. Thanks for the letter, Bancroft and Lavoie. We're working on it. And hello to the Taffy Club at 959. Who's the mayor? Captain Tom? Private Bill Hainham at APO 869. Atlanta is mighty proud of you. And hi there, you 7 mountaineers on top of that molehill in Hawaii. And keep 'em busy, Chuck. Regards to Frankie Olson and the Supply Boys at APO 27. And our very best to 837. With love from Mrs. Bill Hann. That's from the city of brotherly love, Bill. And for all you guys everywhere, Command Performance presents a gal who was only sensational just a year ago, but who today is really terrific. Miss Cass Daly.
I was strolling in the park just as it was getting dark when I heard the sirens moan. I ducked into a shelter, willy-nilly, helter-skelter, to find that I was not alone. There was someone next to me. And though neither one of us could see, we sensed each other close at hand. And there within the gloom of that little blackout room, and I played a one-night stand. He loved me till the all-clear came. He loved me till the all-clear came. He had the strongest yen in the dark, and then suddenly the all-clear came. He loved me till the lights went on. I looked around and he had gone. Our story seemed to go like a picture show. Suddenly there came the dawn. While I was brave as could be and trying to be merry there in the cozy dark, I don't know if it was he or an incendiary, but something found its mark. I didn't even get a scratch, and incidentally that's the catch. But still they've listed me as a casualty. Isn't that an awful shame? And to think I really loved him, I really, really loved him till the all-clear came. He held me tenderly and drew close to me. Suddenly the all-clear came. All through the raid he was a civilian inspector telling me what to do. But in the light he was a conscientious objector. I mean to pitch and woo. Of course I didn't come to harm. The air raid was a false alarm. And confidentially, lady, so was he. I found out his name was Fame. And to think he really loved me. He really, really loved me till the all-clear came.
Oh, thank Thank you, Cass Daly. Well, fellas, it's been on our minds for quite a while to tell you this. Sometimes when you ask for a certain song by a certain star on a certain day, the combination's too tough to work out. Or maybe you didn't write soon enough. Or maybe your letter pulls in late. Or maybe the star is touring army camps or something. But anyway, don't get down on us if we seem to misfire once in a while. Mrs. D.H.Y. at Box 92, Balboa Heights. You understand about December 20th now, don't you? And now, for the many thousands of you who've asked for a certain song and a certain great violinist, Command Performance sends you the Ave Maria and Yasha Heifetz. very beautiful, Yasha Heifetz. Well, gang, on command performance, a letter from a general or a captain, and yes, a sergeant, too, gets just as much attention as a letter from our head man, Private Johnny Doughboy. Down there on Guadalcanal, there's a hell of a fighting leatherneck who's earned his gold oak leaves. And he figures maybe we'd knock out a tune for his boys who've already knocked down 24 Japanese bombers. Major Jim, that's a very pleasant order. So how's about St. James Infirmary and Cab Calloway?
Another sweet man like me. When I die, bear me in my straight leg breeches. Put on a bounce back coat and a Stetson hat. Put a $20 gold piece on my watch chain, so you can let all the boys know I died standing pat. Then give me 6 crap-shooting pallbearers. Let a chorus girl sing me a song. Put a red hot jazz band at the top of my head so we can raise hallelujah as we go along. Folks, now that you have heard my story, hey, boy, let me over another shot of that. Woo! If anyone should ask you, you just tell them I've got those St. James Infirmary blues.
Just like marble, Mr. Calloway. Very solid. Now, down there in the Caribbean, says Corporal Camel, and over there in Northern Ireland, says Corporal Neely, headmen in the belly laugh department are Abbott and Costello. And from the Aleutians, Newfoundland, Iceland, and North Africa comes this question. Who's on first, what's on second, and why is the third baseman? Answered by Abbott and Costello.
No, what's the matter?
My new baseball suit. Oh, boy, oh, boy.
All right, now don't get
Are
excited.
you the manager of this baseball team?
Yes.
Well, now that I'm down here for spring training, I would like to know some of the guys' names on the team, so when I meet them on the street or the ballpark, I'll be able to say, hello.
Well, naturally, I'll introduce you to the boys, and a regular bunch of boys we have. But you know, strange as it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
Funny names.
Strange names, nicknames, pet names.
Well, tell me the fellow's name.
Well, now, let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second, I don't know's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I'm saying who's on first, what's on second, I don't don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You know the guy's name?
I should.
Well, who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who is on first?
Oh, what are you asking me for?
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you who is on first.
I'm asking you who's on first.
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who is on first?
Have you got a contract with the first baseman?
Yes.
Who signed the contract?
Well, naturally, you wouldn't expect anyone else to sign it.
But who?
Yes.
So who signed it?
Yes, absolutely.
Look, when you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
Who gets it?
Absolutely. Sometimes his wife comes down and gets it.
Whose wife?
Yes. After all, he's entitled to it.
Who is?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the fellow's name on first base?
Oh, no, wait a minute. What is on second base?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
One base at a time, please.
Don't change the players
I'm
around.
not changing anybody. I'm only asking you what is the fellow's name on first base?
No, wait a minute. What is on second
I'm
base?
not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third. We're not talking about him. Now, wait a minute.
How did I get on third base?
You mentioned his name.
If I mention a third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
Never mind first. I want to know what's the fellow's name on third base.
No, what's on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go. That's the third.
Can't change
Look,
the names.
will you stay on third base and don't go off it?
What do you want me to do?
I want to know who was playing third base.
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
Now, who am I putting on third base?
Yes, but we don't want him there.
You don't want who there?
No.
So what's the fellow's name belongs there?
No, what belongs on second?
Who's on second?
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. Look, Abbott, please. Have you got an outfield?
Naturally.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I don't know. I just thought I'd ask you.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Now tell me who's playing left field.
No, who's playing first?
Stay out of the infield.
Don't mention the names out here.
What's the left fielder's name?
No, what's on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field. You know he plays as well as I do.
You've got to have a pitcher on the team.
Naturally.
The pitcher's name?
Tomorrow.
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen. Who is not pitching? Who
I'll
is...
break your arm, you say who's on first.
Have it your own way. Go ahead.
I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
You got a catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
Today, and tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
That's all we got is a couple of days on
Well,
the
I
team.
can't help that.
You know, I'm a catcher, too.
I know that.
Now, I'll get behind the plate. I'll do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and the heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Home run, Paul Douglas.
All right.
What a home run hitter.
So?
Tomorrow throws the ball. Douglas bunts the ball. Now, when he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out at first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now, that's the first thing you said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Just to throw it to first base.
So?
Who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, Abbott, who's got it?
Naturally.
Naturally. Excuse me. I pick up the ball. I throw it to Naturally.
No,
He picks
wait a
up-
minute. You throw the ball to first base. Then who gets it?
Naturally.
That's it.
Well, I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, wait a
I
minute.
throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now, you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you. Look, now, I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball, so the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws to... I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to because. Why? I don't know. He's on third, and I don't give a darn.
What was that?
I said, I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
Oh, that's silly.
Oh, thank you, Abbott and Costello. Well, according to Charlie Otto at APO 877, he and the engineers are so busy they have to write to command performance from out in the woods. But out in the woods or out on the desert, it seems you'll always find time to ask for a very swell girl with a very swell voice. Here she is, singing You Go to My Head. Fellas, Jane Froman.
of champagne. You go to my head like a sip of sparkling burgundy brew, and I find the very mention of you like a kicker in a julep or two. The thrill of the thought that you might give a thought to my sleep sends a spell over me. Still I say to myself, get a hold of yourself, can't you see that it never can be? You go through my head with a smile that makes my temperature rise like a summer with 1,000 Julys. You intoxicate my soul with your eyes. No, I'm certain that this thought of mine hasn't a ghost of a chance in its crazy romance. You go to my head. You go to my
Well, fellas, our top kick here on Command Performance is the guy in charge of counting off the minutes. And, of course, he can't count any farther than 30. So I guess we've reached the point where the newspaper man would say, that's 30 for tonight. But next week again, if you wind up with another half hour to kill, let's you and us kill it together, huh? And don't forget, that's our regular weekly offer with no strings attached. And you don't have to send any box tops in. Just tear off the fuselage of a Messerschmitt or a Stuka, or a Jap Zero will do, and send your request to Command Performance, USA, care of Special Service Division, War Department, Los Angeles. Well, this is Linda Darnell speaking from America, where the New Year's resolution is to make it a bad year for the Axis, and sending love and, from all of us over here to all of you over there. So long, fellas.
Command Performance USA, the greatest entertainers in America, answering the letters from the greatest fighting men of America and from our fighting and working partners throughout the United Nations. Thanks a lot for those letters, men, and keep them rolling in to Command Performance, care of this station, or the Special Service Division, War Department, Los Angeles, USA. And with the help of the Hollywood Victory Committee, we'll keep the answers rolling back to you each week and every week till it's over there. This is Ken Carpenter saying so long from the States. Command Performance is presented by the Special Service Division of the War Department of the United States of America.
You've been listening to the GSMC Classics series, part of the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network. Follow us at www.gsmcpodcast.com and find all of our timeless programming by typing GSMC Classics into any podcast app, including Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, SoundCloud, Stitcher, and more. Remember to subscribe to the GSMC Classics series podcasts of your choice to stay up to date on new episodes. And if you could take a minute to give us a nice review, that really helps us to get this ageless programming out to others who would enjoy it just as much as you have. Check out all of our GSMC Classics series podcasts. Whether you're in the mood for comedy, romance, adventure, history, science fiction, horror, or anything in between, the GSMC Classics series has you covered. Thank you, and we hope you have enjoyed today's program on the Golden State Media Concepts Podcast Network.